Hi everyone, I am Ariel Lim and this is Ariel Lim Yoga. So you know who I am, you know what we're doing. Thank you for joining me on the mat today for Yoga for Depression. So I was having a really tough week this week and decided to put together a little flow to help myself feel better, and it really did work. So I want to share that with you. The hardest part of yoga sometimes is getting on the mat, especially when we're feeling down or feeling depressed. So we are here, we made it to the mat, let's make the most of it. We are going to start our practice today on our backs in Shavasana, so let's make our way down. Our feet extend to either side of the mat. We rest our arms gently by our sides, palms facing up, and take a nice big inhale through the nose, and exhale out the mouth. On your next inhale, fill your body with your breath. And on your exhale, let everything go. Let the weight of your body completely fall into the support of your mat. Take another nice big inhale, letting the breath travel through your body. And exhale to further feel the support of your mat, knowing that you are supported, you are safe, and that you are taking some time for you today to feel good, to show some self-love and self-care. Taking a couple more nice deep breaths through the nose and out through the mouth. Settling in, getting ready to flow. And when you're ready, we'll hug our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a nice big hug, showing some self-love, feeling the support of the mat beneath our low back. Maybe you rock side to side. And then we'll extend our legs up a little bit so that our knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Extending our arms out on either side like a T. And then we'll gently rest our legs over to the left. You can gaze up at the ceiling or take your gaze over towards your right hand. Doing a nice gentle supine twist here. Starting to wake up the spine and starting to release any negative feelings or thoughts as we twist. Take a nice deep inhale in your twist, and exhale. On your next inhale, come back to center, and then we'll gently rest our knees over to the right. Again, you can gaze up at the ceiling or the sky or over at your left hand. Taking a nice deep inhale, filling the body with air, starting to rinse out any bad thoughts and feelings once again, and exhale. Let them go. We'll turn completely to our right side here for a moment, using our arm as a pillow. Taking a moment here to extend some gratitude for ourselves, making it to the mat today. Doing something good for you, for your mind, your body, your spirit. And then we'll gently make our way to a seated position at the top of our mat. Sitting up nice and tall here, relaxing the shoulders back and down. And what we're gonna do is on an inhale, open our arms nice and wide. And then we're gonna bring our left hand to our right shoulder, our right hand to our left shoulder, giving ourselves a nice big hug here, bringing our chin to our chest, taking a few deep breaths, feeling this moment of self-love. Holding these good feelings we're starting to cultivate close to us. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll open our arms back up wide. This time we'll bring our right hand to our left shoulder, our left hand to our right, just switching the direction of our hug here, bringing our chin back to our chest. Taking a nice deep inhale, filling up the upper back, and exhale to release. Another nice big inhale here in your little hug. And exhale, we'll open the arms up wide again, and then we'll start to reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe you wiggle the fingertips, stretching them out. Maybe you gaze up at the sky. Inhale and exhale. We'll take a twist over to the right, bringing our left hand outside of our left knee. We'll tent our right fingertips behind our low back. Inhale to find length and space in the spine. And exhale to twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale to find a little bit more space here in your spine as you lift up. And exhale to rinse it out. Continuing to let go of those feelings and thoughts and energies that no longer serve us. We'll come back to center, reach the arms up and overhead, and then we'll twist over to the left this time, bringing our right hand to the left knee or left thigh. Sitting up nice and tall on an inhale, and exhale to twist, maybe gazing over that left shoulder. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine. And exhale to twist. We'll come back to center, reaching up and overhead one more time, gazing up at the sky. And exhale, we begin to forward fold, bringing our hands to the mat in front of us. Maybe you bring your forehead down. Taking a couple breaths here in your forward fold. Getting a stretch in the shoulders and the low back. But staying low to the ground, feeling the support of our mat. Keep some weight in your hips so you're not lifting from the hips here. Feeling safe. Feeling rooted. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. We'll come up to all fours in the center of our mat. Tabletop position. Keeping the fingers spread nice and wide, the wrists beneath the shoulders, the knees beneath the hips. And we'll move into some cat-cows just to wake up the spine a little bit more, bring some movement. So on an inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the chin and chest. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale to round the spine, lift the belly button towards the knee, spine here. Bring the chin down to the chest, cat. Inhale back into your cow pose. And exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest for cat. Taking a few more rounds at your own pace. Moving as quickly or as slowly as feels good to you and your body. This is your practice, so do what feels good for you. There is no right or wrong answer here. Just breathe, just move. Couple more breaths, couple more rounds. Inhaling into your cow pose, lifting the hips, lifting the chin and chest, and exhaling to cat, bringing the navel to the spine, rounding the spine here. And then we'll come back to a neutral, flat back tabletop position. We'll bring our knees closer together and begin to sink our hips back towards our heels, painting our mat with our palms, letting them lay face down behind us as we bring our forehead to the mat for a child's pose. Once again, we're feeling the support of our mat beneath us. It is always here to support us. And if at any point during your practice you want to take a break or a pose doesn't serve you, you can come back to your child's pose at any time. Take a nice deep breath, filling up, feeling your body rise. And exhale to surrender and let go in this moment. Inhale, we'll come back up to our tabletop position. We'll tuck our toes under and lift our hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Begin to take your dog for a walk here, lowering and lifting the heels. Letting the head hang heavy. Maybe you nod your head yes. and shake your head no. Taking a moment here to feel that perfect alignment of the spine, of the chakras. Starting to bring our practice up from the ground to lift our bodies and our spirits. We'll gaze between the hands and take as many steps as we need towards the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, neutral spine here. Nice straight line from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. We're gazing at the floor or just below towards our toes. Release into a forward fold, and then we'll begin to rise up one vertebra at a time. Take your time here. There is no rush. As we come up, we'll lift our arms up and overhead, and then we'll begin to sink the hips down for chair pose. Taking a moment in our chair pose, feeling the power in our legs, feeling the earth supporting our feet. And then we'll inhale to stand back up, lift the arms up and overhead. And exhale to sit back into our chair pose. Once again, taking a breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, we'll come up one more time, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale back into our chair pose. Take a nice deep breath through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to come back up. The hands meet in prayer. Maybe you take a slight back bend, and then we'll forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, and then we'll step back to our downward facing dog. Taking another moment to pedal it out. Starting to lift our energy. Maybe you put a small smile on your face. And then we'll bring our big toes to touch, extending our right leg up and back before we step in between the hands, pivot our back foot so it's parallel with the short edge of our mat, and cartwheel our arms up into a warrior two. In our warrior two, we'll relax the shoulders down as we extend the arms out, drawing up energy through our feet, letting it extend through our fingertips. We gaze over the front fingertips, remembering to keep your head over your heart over your hips, knowing that one hand is in the past, one is in the present, but our heart is our one hand in the future, and our heart is in the present. It's important to remember that no matter what happened before and what happens next, we have now. And right now we are taking a moment for ourselves. So that's a beautiful thing. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward with those right fingertips. Flip the palm, paint the sky. Coming up and back with that arm. Letting the left hand rest on the left thigh. Reverse warrior. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale to come back into your warrior two. We'll lower our right arm to the right thigh, lifting our left hand up to the sky for our extended side angle pose. Inhale. And exhale, we'll pivot on the back foot, frame our front foot with the fingertips, and take as many steps as we need to come to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then we'll step back to downward facing dog. Remembering at any time you can come to a child's pose if you want to take a break. But if you're ready to flow with me, bring your big toes to touch, extend the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and then we'll bring it between the hands, pivoting on the back foot, and coming up for a warrior two on the left. Remembering to keep a nice bend in the front knee, keeping the left knee over the left ankle, relaxing the shoulders down, keeping our head over our heart over our hips, enjoying this moment in the present, drawing up some beautiful new energy from Mother Earth, letting it come up through our bodies, extend out of our fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Begin to reach forward with the left fingertips. Flip the palm. Paint the sky. Relaxing the right hand on the right thigh for a reverse warrior. Keeping the shoulder back, heart open. Inhale. And exhale back to your warrior two. And then we'll lower the left arm to the left thigh, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Maybe you gaze up towards the fingertips or down to your mat for stability. Inhale and exhale to pivot on the back foot, frame the front foot, and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, and then we'll make our way up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Reaching up and overhead, the hands meet in prayer and come back to heart center. From here, we'll step our feet out just slightly wider than our mat. We'll open our arms nice and wide once again, reaching out in both directions. Taking up space, allowing ourselves to take up as much space as we need, and maybe even more. Drawing up energy through our feet, imagining a beautiful white line of energy coming up through our feet, up through the center of our bodies, passing through our heart, extending out of our fingertips, extending through the top of our head. Letting this energy fill us with good feelings, good thoughts. And as we exhale, we let anything that's standing in our way of these good thoughts and feelings go. Letting go of the weight of any worries, doubts, or fears. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale. Bringing your feet back together. Giving yourself one last big hug. Maybe you close your eyes if they're not already closed. Taking a moment to feel your own embrace. Feeling the love you're showing yourself by coming to the mat today. Knowing that you've done something amazing for yourself, even though you might not be feeling your best. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. To relax into your love. On our next inhale, we'll release the arms. Let the hands rise above us, the palms meet, and exhale the hands to heart center. Take a moment here to notice your energy. Notice how you feel. Extending a little extra gratitude to yourself today for showing up for yourself. The highest act of self-love there is. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope you're feeling just a little bit better, or maybe a lot better, knowing that you've done something beautiful for yourself by showing up on the mat. And as always, from my heart to yours, namaste.